Welcome to this Study Legal English sleep story, where you'll relax and gently drift into a peaceful sleep while passively learning about the fascinating world of banking law. Remember that Study Legal English sleep stories are not legal advice and are instead here to help you learn legal English passively while you fall asleep. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow my channel and helps me know what content to produce. So now, close your eyes, settle in, and let your mind unwind. Get comfy, take a deep breath, and let the gentle pace of this narrative ease you into sleep as we explore the world of banking law. What is banking law? Banking law governs the relationship between lenders and borrowers, from personal loans to complex financial structures. This field addresses every aspect of borrowing, lending, and managing financial risk. Banking law is foundational to financial systems around the world. Its scope includes simple bank loans, property finance, project finance, acquisition finance, derivatives, and now, in the modern age, digital assets such as cryptocurrency. Banking law has grown even more intricate as financial products have expanded and globalization has taken hold. Today, lawyers in this field navigate both local laws and international regulations, dealing with contracts that connect people, companies, and countries across continents. The role of a banking lawyer. Banking lawyers represent either lenders or borrowers, helping their clients secure financing or set up legally sound loan agreements. Much of this work revolves around transactions, which means that lawyers often focus on drafting, reviewing, and negotiating contracts. For a lawyer on the lender's side, their goal is to ensure that the borrower can fulfill their repayment obligations. For a lawyer representing the borrower, the goal is to negotiate favorable terms that align with the client's financial objectives. In addition to transactional work, banking lawyers provide regulatory guidance. This is true everywhere, but what about in the UK? Here, regulatory bodies such as the Financial Conduct Authority, or the FCA, and the Prudential Regulation Authority, the PRA, set rigorous compliance standards. Lawyers ensure that financial institutions adhere to these regulations, covering everything from lending practices to anti-money laundering requirements. Areas of specialization in banking law. Banking law includes various specialized areas. Let's explore some key categories within this broad field. Acquisition and leveraged finance. Lawyers in this area handle the financing of corporate takeovers and buyouts, often involving complex arrangements and significant financial commitments. Asset finance and leasing. This involves financing for high-value assets like aeroplanes, ships, and machinery. Here, lawyers arrange for the lender to take security over the asset to safeguard their investment. Loan financing. This encompasses a wide range of loans, from those funding business expansions to corporate acquisitions and real estate developments. Banking litigation. Lawyers in banking litigation manage disputes, including issues like contractual disagreements, mis-selling claims, and enforcement actions under money laundering regulations. Each of these subfields requires distinct knowledge, yet they all revolve around helping clients achieve favourable terms within a framework that's both legally and financially sound. Skills required for a career in banking law. Banking law is highly technical and requires strong analytical skills. Lawyers in this field need a solid understanding of economics, as their work often involves interpreting complex financial arrangements. Essential skills include attention to detail, because financial contracts are intricate and every clause matters. A single oversight could expose a client to significant risks. Communication and negotiation skills are also highly important. Lawyers must explain complex financial and legal concepts to clients clearly, negotiate terms effectively, and maintain a good rapport with stakeholders. Another key skill is commercial awareness. The ability to understand market trends and economic factors is vital, as banking lawyers need to gauge how external factors, such as inflation or regulatory changes, may affect deals. Another essential skill is adaptability. Financial laws and markets are constantly evolving, so lawyers in this field must stay updated and be prepared to navigate new challenges. Banking law in the UK. The UK is one of the world's leading financial hubs, and its banking laws reflect this global influence. The Financial Services and Markets Act and the Banking Act provide the legal framework for banks and financial institutions, while the FCA and the PRA enforce compliance. Banking lawyers work closely with these regulatory bodies, ensuring that clients comply with standards on issues like anti-money laundering, customer protection, and corporate transparency. In the UK, regulatory changes are quite common, especially with the influence of Brexit and the adoption of new international standards. These rules strengthen the resilience of financial institutions, requiring them to maintain sufficient capital and manage risk responsibly. Client challenges in banking law. Clients in the banking sector face numerous challenges. Regulatory compliance, for example, is increasingly complex, especially for banks operating in multiple jurisdictions. Additionally, economic factors like inflation and interest rates impact financial transactions and client decisions. Banking lawyers play a key role in helping clients anticipate and manage these risks. They advise on everything from contract terms to compliance strategies, all with an eye on helping clients achieve stability and success. Current trends and future direction. Banking law continues to evolve in response to global trends and technological advances. Let's look at some current trends shaping the future of this field. I've got 3 areas. Firstly, digital transformation and fintech. Secondly, sustainable finance. And thirdly, global economic uncertainty. Let's look first at digital transformation and fintech. As online and mobile banking become the norm, banks are investing heavily in digital services. This brings about new regulatory and cybersecurity challenges that banking lawyers must navigate. Let's take a look at sustainable finance. As environmental, social and governance principles, or ESG, become increasingly important, banks are now structuring green finance deals to fund sustainable projects. Banking lawyers ensure that these deals comply with both financial and environmental standards. And finally, let's think about global economic uncertainty. Rising inflation, interest rate hikes, and economic instability impact banking clients. Banking lawyers help navigate these areas, advising on risk management and restructuring strategies. Collaboration with other departments. Banking law, as with many other areas of law, requires close collaboration with other legal departments. For example, tax law, corporate law, and the compliance and regulatory teams. Let's think about the tax law aspect. Banking lawyers consult with tax experts to ensure that transactions are structured in a tax-efficient way. What about corporate law? When handling acquisition finance, banking lawyers work with corporate lawyers to navigate the legal aspects of mergers and acquisitions. And finally, what about the compliance and regulatory teams? Banking lawyers frequently work alongside compliance officers to ensure clients comply with regulations and best practices in financial operations. Each of these departments contributes unique insights, allowing banking lawyers to deliver well-rounded solutions for their clients. So let's conclude. Tonight we've journeyed through the dynamic field of banking law. We've explored some of its complexities, from the transactions that banking lawyers handle to the regulations they navigate. You've learned about the specialized skills required, the current trends, and the collaborative efforts that define success in this field. Now, as you drift off to sleep, let these intricate details fade away into the background. Remember, as we're coming to the end, that this episode is not legal advice. It's just here to help you learn legal English while you fall asleep. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I look forward to sharing more journeys into the world of legal English with you soon. Good night.